Keep Northern Illinois Beautiful Recycle on the Go trailer. This program allows us to provide recycling in a convenient way to special events throughout our community.
Well, we're actually the local affiliate of Keep America Beautiful. There's over basically 600 affiliates nationwide. There's 12 in Illinois, and we serve the entire northern part of the state of Illinois. And there wasn't anything like this in Illinois yet. And I actually got this idea from another affiliate in Georgia. We decided to apply for a grant that was becoming available through Keep America Beautiful. We knew that we personally could not cover all the festivals. And then we also realized that a lot of, festival organizations, they either don't have the space to store, recycling bins or a trailer, they don't have the money to invest, and that's why we took on the responsibility of doing that. We provide a trailer and there's 100 carts in there. Now whether you choose to use 100 or not is up to the festival. So it depends upon the size of the festival, actually how many they use. We specifically chose ClearStream because they have a great reputation. They've been working with Keep America Beautiful affiliates for a very long time. And that speaks volumes to me because they have that reputation.
Our partnership with KNIB has been very useful to us because they have a resource that we can borrow and deploy for our event and then take back to them. In other words, we don't have to pay the cost of acquiring it and we don't have to manage it all year long. It's there when we need it for our event, and other people can use it for their events in the meantime. And also because KNIB provides us a certain amount of technical advisory services about how to do this. That's been very helpful.
We deliver the trailers so then the festival organizers and their volunteers, they can set out bins at their convenience. We make an appointment to pick it up after the festival. It really couldn't be easier.
Again, it's turnkey, so that the burden was on the city or county official. It was actually on whoever wanted to do special event recycling in their community.
Last year, our Recycle on the Go trailer, we served about 250,000 residents here in the State Line area.
The first year that we did this using the Keep Northern Illinois Beautiful program and the ClearStream recycling containers, we doubled our collection of recyclables. And right away, and that meant that not only were we collecting more, but less of it was being spoiled by trash and less of it was going into trash.
It's a recyclable product in itself because you use it over and over and over again. So you're making one investment and it should virtually last a lifetime. So Lon, even though we provide the containers for recycling, we don't have the ability to collect the materials at the end of the festival and process them. Can you tell me how Advanced Disposal has been able to step forward with that?
But last year it was 9.9 tons, which was, and that 20-yard dumpster that we've got scheduled was overflowing. And they actually told us that this is the cleanest stuff we've ever seen.
So that's a real testament too to the ClearStream containers that we're keeping, contaminants out, and you're just getting the recycling. Litter is always unsightly, and this helps retain, litter from being put on the ground. So it's just natural that festivals should have the ClearStream recycling containers. We understand that the philosophy of a clear bag, so people can easily identify, that it is bottles and cans that's going in there.
They're different colors, and the different openings on the top. Obviously, round things go in here, everything else goes in over here. It's got pictures, it's got words, it's got shapes. I don't know if it could be any more obvious.
Not only that, the people that come to this festival, they had an option: throw it in the trash or throw it in the recycling container. They chose the recycling container.
You have no excuse. It's just completely obvious, everything is right there.
And we're trying to be able to provide it in lots of different venues. That's why, we've chosen to go with this particular product because of just, so many of the values that it offers. We also have them in museums, we have them in theaters, because they're clean, they're convenient, and they're easy to use.
There's great value for our volunteers for the ClearStream bags because you can see in a distance if it needs attention or not, which decreases man hours and effort on their part.
Oh, it takes literally seconds just to empty these things out and put new bags over them. It doesn't take any effort at all.
This system is extremely easy to use. The bags are very secure. It's very simple to just let the top off and take the bag away. And I think that's actually why it's so popular, because it is so easy to use.
The volunteers that help us out during the festival walk around, and if they see that the containers are full or nearly full, they will have clear empty bags with them and they will go ahead and replace the bags.
and they come out on wheeled carts, so they're very easy for the volunteers to manage, maneuver, and actually sometimes we drop them off in different areas. It's so easy to be able to move them, pick them up, relocate them. So that's what makes, it a really good investment, because you can use them over and over again. Also, it's much easier for the volunteers because they know when they're handling it, they're not handling contaminants. And when we do follow-up with our festival organizers, we have virtually zero contaminations.
I think all chiefs are concerned about the potential for a catastrophic event. If the public takes advantage of the containers and sees something that looks strange to them or they feel uncomfortable with, they're going to be more inclined to bring it to our attention, I think.
I think that also reinsures, to the festival goer and to the people that are organizing, the festival, that they are assured what's going in the bag is safe and it's, recyclables. And if you do see something that is suspicious, you're always supposed to report that.
If they weren't clear, we would have to then open up each one of them, but we can just visually look at them and see that they're, how full they are or what's in there.
I think it's going to be advantageous to the police department because we'll have the ability to see what's going into the containers. That'll hopefully reduce some of the speculation. If somebody sees something being dropped into a container they think is suspicious, it gives us the ability to view that item without having to go into it or to secure an area completely and then find out it's nothing.
It's nice that they're clear too, because you can see if someone dropped some suspicious device in there. It's another measure of safety.
Securing a grant for this program was much simpler than many grants that organizations go for. And that is because recycling, litter prevention, benefits the entire community. So you're able to benefit masses and other organizations, because other organizations are able to take part in this, and that's very attractive to grant makers.
So we try to be inclusive instead of exclusive, because we know the environment is important to all the residents of the state line area. We really try to, serve as many residents as we possibly can, and this is just another one of those initiatives where we're able to serve so many residents of the community.
This program helps set a standard for the community. It says we're a community that does recycle.
It also tells us when we have festivals who register with us year after year after year, that's the best testament that the product is working.